Okay, the world is flat. Uh, I really like the flattener that was number two, Netscape, and it talked about not only the internet but the World Wide Web, and Netscape being this open way for anybody to get on the internet and to share ideas, pictures, music, video, reports, research reports, anything online. And I really liked how it talked about there was a sense of openness, open protocols, open languages with Netscape, and that to me really is a big flattener. It means anybody with internet access can. And maybe some hosting somewhere can put together a web page, and there really are a lot of dynamic, really cool things that you can do right in the browser. And I think since that book has written, the browser has really grown to be an awesome way to distribute not only content but actually as the third flattener talked about, you know, workflow software, and and just awesome, incredible software. I want to talk about how the browser, new changes and developments in the browser are making the world even more flat, so to speak. One of those new changes and additions to the browser is what's called the canvas tag. That's been around for a while. I think it was pioneered or started by Apple, but it's just a way to do two-dimensional drawing inside the browser. Um, all the main browsers support it, except for obviously Internet Explorer, which I thought was kind of interesting. How in the book it talked about how Netscape didn't want Microsoft, who had the market share with Windows 95 and such. They didn't want Microsoft to close the protocols and make all the protocols closed. They wanted the protocols and everything to be open. Um, we kind of see that today with Microsoft. I still like Microsoft, but we do see that with a lot of the new improvements with what you can do in the browser, and how these open standards are formulating. Microsoft really likes to resist, and they don't like to implement all the new cool things. But they're getting a little better at that. But either way, Canvas is one of the important tools to do a really nice two-dimensional drawing. For a school class once, I made a little mathematical application in the browser using Canvas, having to do with gates and or not gates, and for a computer science class. And I did it all with Canvas, all in the browser. All I had to do was pop open a simple text editor, nothing fancy, no complicated IDE that I had to download. It was just a text editor. Started writing my code, and I ran it in the browser, and I was able, to do something pretty amazing with just that. So I really think that that's one thing where you don't need anything really complicated. There doesn't need to be a big investment in complicated software to get some nice visual interactivity with the Canvas part of the browser. And these things I'm going to talk about are part of the new version of HTML, HTML5, or have to do with it. So that's one thing. Another thing in the browser that's getting better and that's really cool is to see an actual video tag. In HTML, different components of a web page are represented by tags, or what are called tags. Like many of you probably know, and the teacher probably know. There's an image tag if you want an image. There's other tags for different stylings of text or whatnot, but there's also a video tag in HTML5. Now I think this is also another flattener. YouTube is a huge part of video on the internet. If you want video on the internet, you have to think of YouTube, or YouTube is what comes to mind. YouTube has traditionally used Flash, which is a closed, proprietary format for interactions, and also they do video. However, in HTML5, we have the introduction of a video tag, where without Flash, without a proprietary format, you can have video in the browser. Now, I won't get into all the debate about the actual format of that video and whether it's open or closed, but either way, the fact that write in the HTML language without an extra plugin for the browser. You can have video. That's pretty awesome. And so YouTube itself is actually pioneering HTML5's video tag inside the browser. So some of the videos now you can opt in to see videos not using Flash but using HTML5 in the browser. And I think that's pretty awesome that Google is pioneering that. Another awesome part of the browser and how it's becoming an open platform for the world, for business, and it's easy to get into, making the world flat, is geolocation. I'm not that much into that, but I think the having the browser be able to program where people are when they're updating content, localizing people. In the book it talked about the globalization of the local, and I think with the geolocation part of the browser that the people can write software based off where people are, and that's all in the browser, is very interesting, and I think it's going to yield some good results.